So the bounce rate it's the single page sessions divided by all sessions. Now, although it's not the silver bullet to all your website related problems, it's still a very, very important metric to know. But if you're not focused on what is currently on your website, improving your conversions, improving or decreasing your bounce rate, then you're essentially building a house on quicksand. And it's like you've got this sieve that keeps on leaking water. What you want to do is you want to try and close all the gaps as much as possible, and this will help you do that. Hey everybody, this is Cameron Francis, and this is episode 2 of Ranking Bad. Now, what I wanted to talk today about was 9 simple ways to reduce your site's bounce rate. Anyone that's logged into Google Analytics will see that there is a few metrics that appear pertinently. One is sessions, unique sessions, bounce rate. Now, what is a bounce rate? When a user leaves your page straight away without interacting with it at all, this is called a bounce. So the bounce rate it's the single page sessions divided by all sessions, which equals the bounce rate of the website. It's one of the most popularly used metric to indicate if your website is engaging enough for users to stay longer. Now, although it's not the silver bullet to all your website related problems, it's still a very, very important metric to know. Now, if you don't know what your bounce rate is, just log into your Google Analytics, click on, it should just be on your dashboard. Now, what's a good bounce rate depends on industry. For our clients, a good number to stick to is probably about 30 to 40%. But again, it depends on what industry or what type of website it actually is. Now, a high bounce rate could be possibly due to the fact that some users only want quick answers. So, for example, if I go to a website and all I really want is a phone number, then I don't really need to click anywhere else. Now, even though I'm not pressing the back button, I'm just staying on that page, I'm not clicking anywhere else. So that actually affects the bounce rate of the website. I wanted to go through some 9 just simple ways for you to reduce your bounce rate for your website. The reason for that, or the why I wanted to go through this, is a lot of business owners are really hell-bent on, I want to get more rankings, I want to generate more traffic. But if you're not focused on what is currently on your website, improving your conversions, improving or decreasing your bounce rate, then you're essentially building a house on quicksand. And it's like you've got this sieve that keeps on leaking water. What you want to do is you want to try and close all the gaps as much as possible, and this will help you do that. Now, the number one thing I concentrate when trying to reduce my website's bounce rate is I think of the user intent. Now, reducing bounce rate, it's just not a series of technical steps that you have to follow in order to improve the performance of the page. You know, one crucial factor to high bounce rates, it can be as simple as asking this simple question: why? You know, there's always a reason why people click on pages, no matter how large or small they are. And understanding the buyer's persona, it's really the important ingredient or the key in helping to reduce your bounce rate. Number 2, it's really important to understand that it's not just about what they see, like how pretty the images are, how well the page is designed, how readable the text is. Like it is a little bit more than that. Now, while those factors as designs are important, calls to actions, menu structures, do they have an impact on bounce rates and should they be addressed? It's only part of the puzzle. One thing to look at is if your web page is aligned with your marketing campaign. So you'll find that some adverts, whether if you're running ads on Google or wherever on Facebook, they're not related to the content on your web page, and it can throw off a potential conversion straight away. If these steps are executed well, not only will you reduce your website's bounce rate, but it should also improve, things like your quality score in your AdWords, and it also attract a higher converting user as well through organic traffic. Number 3, think user experience. Sometimes you need to let a fresh set of eyes go over your website, but you really want to think about who you're attracting, what they're wanting, what they need, and what they're looking at when they land on the page. Does that whole series of events, does it make sense? If you've kind of just thrown it all together, chances are you're going to be providing a negative experience. So really take the time to think about the customer's journey, think about the visitor's journey from their need, their search, when they land on your page, and then what they actually see. Hold on to your seats. We'll be right back after a few quick words from our sponsors.
Does your business need a little boost in sales? Do you know that one of the most effective ways to advertise your business is through Google Ads? Today's your lucky day because Google AdWords and eTraffic are giving away 100, yes, you heard that right, $100 vouchers for you to spend on Google AdWords. The mechanics is simple. All you have to do is email your business name, phone number, and website to google@etraffic.com.au, and we'll give you a $100 Google AdWords voucher for free. Yes, free. Not familiar with Google AdWords? Not to worry. We'll teach you how to set up your Google Ads account. Don't forget, email us at google@etraffic.com.au. Be just a Google search away.
Now back to the show. Number 4, now with this mobile first algorithm coming out, you not only want to make sure that your website's mobile responsive, you want to make sure that it's mobile first, because the majority of the website traffic is going to come from mobile devices. So I would be going through my website, my landing page, rigorously scrolling. I'd be clicking on buttons. I'd be making sure that everything is operating just really smoothly and efficiently, and making sure that I am providing that positive user experience. Number 5 is readability. You want to make sure that your website's readable. Obvious. If you have great content, if your font's too small, or if it's a different color, all this is it just takes time and effort and energy to actually go through. I remember I was going through a situation where it was a lawyer's website and the font was white. Now, when you scroll down, it looks great on a green background, but there was a certain section of the website that was white, just a small section, but you had to scroll down in order to identify that. Now that provided a bad user experience, so we obviously had to change that straight away, but the only way that we were able to find that is through the rigorous, time-consuming testing of the website on a mobile device. Highly recommend that you do the same. Number 6 is to encourage engagement. Now this can be done by adding clear calls to actions to relevant content, internal linking, and a menu structure that doesn't require a code breaker to decipher. Number 7 is intrusive ads. They just should be banished from the page. Nothing can be more off-putting for a user than having to wait for an advert to finish, or having to navigate through a lot of bullshit pop-ups before being able to get to your content. If you can't get rid of the annoying pop-ups, find a way for the user to be able to get back to your content quickly. And when I say quickly, I mean very, very quickly. Number 8, load speed. This is becoming such a critical aspect of ranking, of traffic, of conversions, and absolutely of bounce rates. So we live in a world where users are just like, well, not just users, people, we're just so impatient. We expect everything to happen straight away. We're expecting instant access to websites and information, to replies, everything. I do the same, and I'm sure you do as well. So obviously, if your site is slow to load, expect a higher bounce rate. There's a few things that you can do to reduce this. So you can address your hosting issues and optimizing your web page for images. Make sure you compress them. And all of these things can help increase your load speed and lessen your bounce rate. Number 9 is the design. Now that websites are a necessity for any business, You should not forgo design in favor of usability and function. There should be a perfect balance of both aspects of your website in order to lessen the bounce rate. That's all, guys. That's it for today.
Thank you for listening to our awesome show today. If you did like it, please like, share, comment, subscribe, give us 5 stars. You have no idea how much it helps us improve our awareness, our reach, and help other business owners. Also, follow us on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just search for eTraffic, Ranking Bad, and your host, Cameron Francis. There you can stay up to date with what's going on. And finally, if you have a question or a topic you'd like discussed, just leave a comment down below.